Your mind was not trained to absorb those feelings and sensations when this body was in your mother's womb. But we have history, a great history of those yogis who have given first-hand information about being in the mother's womb. They have felt her, and whatever mother was doing or learning, this all information reached to that baby also, which was in the mother's womb. And this baby was not ordinary baby. This was a yogi. The procedure with which this body is formed happens in a very, very subtle and deep levels, and it is a very unconscious mechanisms. The nervous system of body is finally made by way above 4 months. Before that, there isn't any nervous system, so the brain isn't in a totally functional mode. But after 5 months, everything is working. The informations are going in, and the brain is receiving it, and child is feeling all the emotions and senses. Your mind cannot recollect that memory, right? But if we put you through hypnotherapy procedure, and it is very much possible that you can recollect all those memories also when you were in your mother's womb. It isn't easy, yeah, sure. Because there is this dark layer of avidya which is holding these informations, because nature doesn't seem to accept that you should know everything what's happening. Nature builds up this body in its own wonderful ways, and you come to know about the existence of this body when? Can you recall that day? When finally you could see and identify with the body. Which was that day? How old were you at that time? You don't even recollect that. Somehow you have grown with this unknowingly that this is your body. Psychologists say that a child learns slowly that this is my hand and this is how it will work. Child is learning that also. Child learns how to take a turn. Child learns how to sit and use those muscles. Have you ever seen a child who is learning to take his first steps? They are wobbling. Why? Their mind has not yet established the relationship with those muscles and those organs. The child even has to be trained how to go to a loo. And then he is also trained when to release the urine and when they shouldn't. They are trained to control the bladder also. In the beginning, the child doesn't know how to do. So wherever he or she is, they can poop. It will not matter to them that the whole family is enjoying a wonderful dinner. The child will just poop if it has to. The child will do that. You are snuggling your wonderful, beautiful child, and if he or she has to pee, will pee. Will not bother about your expensive dress. Slowly the child is trained to be with his body. But the fact remains that the body is still a tool of you. It is not you. Vedanta says, this body is neither you and nor you own this. If ownership of this body has to be proved in court, say all the 5 elements to go in the court and you to go in the court, and if this case is drawn, who will win? You won't be able to prove your claim that you own this body. The elements do it, and they have their own system with which the body grows and then ages and then dies. So the question is, who are you? The fear of death is something which your mind has created because of ignorance. As such, there is no death. You are the eternal, immortal one, and death can not even touch you. But the fear of losing the body is so great. Why is this fear? Because you don't know who you really are. And body is so visible and physical that it is so easy for you to get entwined with this. And you believe and you think and you sense that this is you. The real you is far away from you. See, what a statement. It's a riddle. The real you is far away from you and you have to search for you. It seems like a statement of a crazy person. And no wonder the world always considers mystics as crazy. The association with the body is so deep, and this inculcates the fear of death, because death means body is gone, and what will be left about that, you have no clue. You have no experience. You have no understanding. Only if we can encounter this fear and understand what life is and from where it is coming, the source, the understanding, the wisdom, not intellectual, the applied wisdom. Not just words that we are not body, we are Atma. This isn't sufficient. And it is insignificant whether you verbalize it or you don't verbalize it. The important thing is that it has to become your experience, not imagination, not intellectualization. It has to become your experience. Witnessing the body and witnessing the change which is happening will create a distance in between you and the body, and a day will come where you can see how this link is there. Now this link of you and body too is very psychic. It isn't physical. The day you can see this distance in between the body which is being seen, the one who sees is different from the seen, right?